Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 23 of FTB Interactions, where today I discovered some cool things and need to change some things and need to play with some things. So I've been doing a lot of auto crafting, as you can see. And I've noticed a lot of auto crafting machines get stuck like this. What's this all about? I'm thinking this is like logistics pipes just not being super great at the moment. So like right now there's nothing in this machine and it's sitting there like, I'm waiting for a craft. And if you get yourself the red controller here, you can see what he's waiting on. He's waiting on 6 wires, so 6 red alloy wires, right? And you are waiting on the 6 red alloy wires, and you over here have some redstone, but where's the copper? Where, sir, is the copper? What I'm thinking happened is more than one crafting operation came to this alloy smelter at a time, and they kind of bumped into each other. One got in, one didn't, and then they, had a problem, right? So if we look at this guy, we can see that is it this one? One of these guys. I don't even know like why you've got redstone in you. But if we do that, will it help? Well, these are bronze ingots, so no, that won't help. Hold on, we have to get the copper. So I'm finding that like all the automation systems that I set up are not super reliable, and that's making me really nervous. However, I think I have a solution, and I'd like to try them out today and see if I'm right about said solution. See, like, I don't know what's all the gumminess about. Like, why are you stuck? Why are you doing that, right? And this guy might have been where the collision occurred, right? So if we put these in here, he's going to get his stuff. But, like, I don't know. Like, this version of logistics pipes does not seem super stable to me. And maybe it's something I did wrong. I legitimately don't know. But I'm having a lot of weird issues like that. So one thing I'm going to try... we've got a few rubber bars, and I got them from some quest some time ago, right? So we've got a bunch of rubber bars. I got them from some kind of quest. But I was looking to make some conveyor modules, and we're going to need rubber sheets, which we can get with a fluid solidifier, right? Or we can get rubber bars from the fluid solidifier of rubber. So I was kind of looking into how to get that beyond what I got from the quest, right? I've noticed a lot of quests in this pack will give you like a few items to get you started, but then you also want to know how to get more. So I've got liquid rubber here, which is made in a chemical reactor between sulfur dust and raw rubber pulp. Now, I don't know the best way to get sulfur dust, but what I've found is if you centrifuge silver in here, what you'll find is you get tiny piles of sulfur dust, which can then easily be turned into sulfur dust. So you can also get this from, I think, centrifuging lead. So impure pile of silver dust, impure pile of lead dust. Those are your two options, right? I don't know if there's sulfur ore in the world, but that's what I just had on hand. So I obviously just did a quick little automation here to transfer. I'm also getting more redstone because we're a little low on that. So yeah, and that's going to give us more glowstone for the things that we know we need anyway. I also cooked up more steel between episodes. I dropped the steel in here. So the downside with this thing is that it makes steel ingots directly rather than the nuggets. So technically we lose a little bit of steel. What I would have gotten had I used the other controller out there, the other furnace, I would have gotten, the infernal furnace would have given me 14 extra ingots of steel, which, you know, in 2 stack, it's not that much. It's 7 more per stack. So it's like 10% more steel, roughly. Not even quite, I think. Maybe it's a little bit more than 10%. You get the point. But anyway, I've been doing lots of crafting and lots of other things. So I want a fluid solidifier, and that's why I was making my steel and my redstone, because we're actually, surprisingly, a little bit low on redstone. So I'd like to make one of these if I can. Oh, did I already get it? Oh, good, I did already get it. Sweet, fluid solidifier. Nice. So I put that in there, and then you have rubber, but what I'm thinking we might need to do, let's get the 4x dudes here, one of those, and a pump. Thank you. There you go, and that. So what we should be able to do is put a pump on the side of this thing, boop, so that he'll pump his rubber out, and then we can connect the power, obviously, and then we're ready to roll. And so I know we need, for these things, we need the rubber sheets, right? What, pray tell, would I potentially use rubber bars for if we were to be getting that? Like, we get the rubber soft hammer, I know that much. Are rubber bars used for much else? Thus far, I'm seeing the answer as a big old nope. Merino, there might be things it's needed for. I don't get dry rubber from the Hellfire kiln. That's kind of cool from Industrial Foregoing. And then that turns into plastics. But this thing is made, don't we get this some other way? Maybe not. But hey, Foregoing gives us some access to some cool stuff, right? I thought I had plastics already. I don't know, I keep losing track of things that I already have and things that I got from quests, and I don't even know anymore. So let's make, because we know for this we need the rubber sheet, so in the fluid solidifier we're going to want a mold, right? So can we do that? Nope, but we could do that. So you're a file. I had like a quest reward for that, and you're the hammer. And we do that, and it'll make the 4 steel for me, in theory. So these machines keep gumming up. Like, if you just request one simple thing, it seems fine. But if I try to send 2 different things into the same bending machine at the same time, like I requested steel sheets and red alloy sheets, for example, at the same time, is when we start to have problems. And that's where I'm going to want to see what I can do about solving that, right? So if I came over here and put you in here, you would be a happy camper now, right? Yay for rubber sheets. Beautiful. That's kind of cool. And that used all of it. So we get 9 rubber sheets per iteration there. That's good to know. By the way, this raw rubber pulp comes from an extractor of sticky resin. Easy peasy, right? And then you can do this. Actually, you're glowstone. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. Goodbye, glowstone. Sulfur is what I was after here. So you can cook up more sulfur, and that'll cook up more bars, right? Because as soon as it crafts here, which takes a little bit of time, it'll dump automatically into here and turn into the rubber sheets. Beautiful. So what I want to test a little bit is changing up the way we're doing auto crafting today. What I'd like to get, if possible, would be, let's get you converted into one of these kind of chests, right? And do that. Right, so we're going to get the slightly larger chest. And I don't like them because you can't middle click them, but these are going to be temporary things. Okay. What I'm going to want to have is some satellite pipes and some result logistics pipes. I've never seen these before. I think these are new. Attaches to an inventory. Sends 16 items into the network to fulfill crafting requests. Used with a crafting manager. Sweet. So I've got a crafting manager, and that would be this guy. Auto crafting. Doesn't need an inventory. Okay. Can contain 27 crafting modules with 2 upgrade slots. Used with result and satellite pipe. And then I've also got satellite pipes, which we do know how they work, right? So let's see if we can't make you, the wire dude, is always my troublemaker, the basic wire mill, right? He's usually my troublemaker. So what I'm thinking I want to do is let's get one of those conveyor doohickeys. Do we not know how to make those? Yeah, we could do this. We're missing a tin cable. Really? Did I teach you how to make tin cables yet? Where's this dude? Basic packager, right? This is where the tin cable recipe is. Yeah, we're going to want to teach you how to make tin cables real quick. Tin cable, that would be you, and you're going to need to be tin wire and black carpet. Tin wire and black carpet. Cool. There we go. Now we're cooking. Beautiful. Also, I think between episodes is when I installed this, right? I didn't show you guys that I installed the crafting monitor. Yeah, it was easy to make because it's just chiseling one of those things. Quest completed. Convey this. Didn't I already make a conveyor at some point? I don't even know. I lose track of all the things. See, like, why are there 6 in the wire mill? How did that happen? Where did that come from? I don't know. Weird, though. Weird. All I can say about that is it's weird. I think, like, machines keep getting stuck. And maybe I did something wrong. Like, maybe some recipe I programmed somewhere along the way is configured incorrectly. Right? That's absolutely possible. I wouldn't put that past me. Right? I don't think I did that. but it's possible, right? Because like 1 red alloy ingot is copper and 4 redstone, right? In an alloy smeltery. There it is. 4 redstone, 1 copper equals 1 red alloy. Yeah, that's right. So I don't know what. Something's fuzzy. I don't know quite really what. But I want to test this out, this crafting manager. The other benefit of this is, like it says, it holds 27 crafting modules, which is way better than the 6 that this holds. So I kind of want to try it, but I'm not entirely sure how it works. So we're going to figure it out. So what I think we want to do is, and here's what I'm going to test. I'm just trying to figure out like how to lay this out correctly. But what if I put, can I put you on the front of a machine? Conveyor module? I don't think so. Let's sort our inventory here real quick so that we're ready for all the crafting modules that are going to show up in our inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Do you go on the top? You can go on the top. Okay. Now, do you... in item auto output disabled. Do we need a wrench to manage that? We might. Doesn't the conveyor module make it so items can get pulled in automatically? I feel like it does. And like, that's going to be a weird thing, but give me some copper for a minute. So I thought you could be configured so that you'll automatically pull. Auto output disabled. Isn't that what those things do? Hang on. All right, upon Googling, I believe I have to right-click this with a screwdriver. Ah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Conveyor cover settings. 8 items per second, mode export, mode import, disallow manual import export, allow manual import export. I don't know what that means. But I think if I put this on import mode and then put this chest here, I can then put a copper ingot in you. And will you pull from the chest? Please? That's all I'm asking for, buddy. Oh, that's cool. I can hit that slot, and that's the top. Okay, cool. Mode import. Why are you no importing, though? Do you think he doesn't like the slightly larger chest? It shouldn't matter, right? I would think not. We're going to try just a normal chest and see if that makes a difference. Wow, you take a long time to make chests. Come on. I wouldn't think that makes a difference, but I thought that was the point of the conveyor modules. It'll automatically pull stuff in and out for you, right? Am I crazy? I mean, a little bit, but shh, don't tell anyone. Continuing to play. Mode import. Hey, it's working now. I had to wrench the bottom of the machine, so I had to specify that the output was the bottom. I think it... because I hit it with the wrench on the top, I think it thought the output was the top and it wasn't allowing inputs, but now it's working. That's cool. All right, so that's step 1 of my, hopefully this fixes my crises problems. So what we're doing, right, and we can probably get you back to this guy, right? But what we're doing is going to be as follows. Let's get another one of these, right? Let's do you. Where'd all my sticks go? They're still in there? Good. Let's make another one of these. And we're gonna, actually, I wanna put the satellite here. And you're going to be wire mill. 01, in case I have more wire mills in the future, right? And then here, I want to have the crafting manager pipe. And you're going to get all these crafting modules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to say that the default satellite pipe is wire mill 1. Okay? And then on the bottom, we're going to have the result pipe. And this guy is going to get named wire mill 01. Okay? And then we're probably going to want another result pipe here. And this is going to be called assembly 01. Okay. And then you're going to be broken. You're going to get a chest. And then you're going to get a satellite pipe. That's going to be called assembly 01. And then you're going to get a crafting manager for that one as well in a minute. Right? Do we have a crafting manager that we can use? So this is the default pipe. Oh, look at that. You can hold shift and it shows you all the rest. That's a win right there. I call that even cooler. Look at that. That's what's up. Holding shift shows you all the... That is nice. All right, thank you for that. Do I need another crafting manager? I would probably like another crafting manager. Can I make one of those? I just broke all the things that would make making that easy, but, you know, it's cool. Your satellite logistics pipe loaded, so let's get our crafting manager here. Crafting manager flash. This was under the mod category, so it's still listed as logistics pipes, but I wonder if this is like an add-on to logistics pipes? I honestly don't know. Do we have the stuff for this? No, we're missing a chest and an FPGA ×4 and a basic logistic. We're missing all the things that we would need for this. Let me maybe get those real quick, and I will be right back. All right, so I've reconnected some things just to make my life a little bit easier here, and hopefully that is cool. It's a little dire wiry, but it should get the job done. I hope. Did I miss something where you only did... Okay, cool, you're doing more. Good. What are you doing now? 4 of these, 8 of these, and 8 of these. Hold on. Crafting, be right back. Alright, so hopefully everything's being smart. We'll find out. That's the hope, though, right? They're kind of being smart. We'll find out if they're really being smart. Like, why is this guy glowing, thinking that he has work to do? He's waiting on some gold wire, maybe? The gold wire... So it's making the integrated circuits for that. But here's where it's getting weird. Like, why... So basic wire mill. Okay, so the gold wire did go in like we would have expected. Yeah, these guys not being connected is the problem. That is the problem. Okay, so that makes sense at least. Cool. Hopefully you're not too confused up there, crafting pipe thingy. He probably doesn't know that he got gold wire, but we'll figure it out. I'm breaking all the things now. It's just how it goes. But once I get the second crafting manager, life will be better. In theory. Yay! It is super fun watching the things flow through the tubes, though, isn't it? I love it. Definitely, like, very satisfying to watch logistics pipes action. So that's your crafting manager, which is something we're going to want to auto-craft after this gets going. But now we're going to break you, and break you, and you're going to go here. And unrouted logistics pipes can probably connect here. And then your connection will say these things to this guy. Right? And then your satellite pipe will be assembly 1. And your result pipe are not connected yet. So we want to run that. And then you're also another connection point. So you're going to want to go in here too. And we can see what all these things are, right? So now we can hold 27 instead of just 7, which is pretty cool, right? Now, do we have basic logistics pipes available? Red, good, we have 2 of these. That'll give me 2 basic logistics pipes that I can craft, and that'll be nice. because we're totally gonna need one for here. Well, here. And I'm doing my best. This is ugly, I know, but the foundation is there, right? So now your result will be assembly 1. And your result will be wire mill 1. And that should be cool. Let's find out, right? So if I want red alloy wires times 2, he should go in there, into the chest, he should process, and he'll pull them out the bottom. So that way, if things collide, they'll land in the chest here, and it'll basically act as a buffer. So if we tried to do a couple wires at once, like this, so let's say we wanted 4 of these and 4 of these at the same time, right? What'll happen is they'll both go into the chest, and then they'll sit there in the buffer waiting for the operation to finish, rather than getting gummed up. How cool is that? All right, guys, we're back. So one of the other machines that frequently gets jammed up is our alloy smeltery. So I'm going to apply that same logic that I just did to it. So we're going to have you here. And we're going to have the satellite logistics pipe on top. And then on top of that, we're going to have the crafting manager. As you can see, I made like 5 of each, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that also means we can remove this dude because he was there to be the 7th slot, right? So a couple things there, right? Obviously, all very nice. So then you can have a basic unrouted here and an unrouted here, and that should be pretty groovy, I think. And that should be fine, right? Like, that all, I think, is good. I think that's fine to do. And then the only other thing we're going to need here then is the result logistics on the bottom, which may wind up needing to be a little bit smarter-ish. Do we have? Well, how are we going to do this? Do I have unrouted pipes available to me? I've got 10 of them. Yeah, I'll take them. I am auto-crafting a lot of these things now. Like, you can see my, I've been doing some off-camera setting up of, like, result logistics pipes is in here and satellite pipes. Trying to, like, alternate some of the on-camera work with off-camera work to try and keep it, like, cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. I kind of feel like looping around behind it makes for a lot of fun, but at the same time, meh. And then that has to be a basic because it's a junction now, right? And that seems cool. And I'm keeping those 1 block away so they don't connect. There's probably some kind of cover I can insert here to prevent these connections, but I honestly don't know. So this is going to be the alloy 01. And this is going to be alloy 01. Right? And then this is going to be select alloy 01. And this is going to be select alloy 01. And then the only other thing we need to do then is to add our conveyor module here. It means it went into the top. We can screwdriver it, and we can say import, and then we will click or shift click, we don't know which, the bottom slot so that it knows, hey, you're outputting out the bottom now. Cool. I just hate those visual bugs. So that should be valid, I think. So what we can come over here now is say, hey, red alloy, request that, and they will have no problem landing in this chest and then being pulled into the inventory. Cool. And the good news is, the really good news is that if this thing does gum up, what's been happening when the machines gum up is the items just bounce out and never come back. And they're just stuck forever. And it stinks. At least now, if they gum up the machines, they'll all be sitting in this chest, and I can manually move them around. And if we start seeing that happen a lot, we'll have to come up with a new solution. And then the other machines, for now, haven't really been gumming up, because most of them do like 1 or 2 things, and that's about it. So I'm not going to worry too much about them. I mean, this one actually does a lot, the bending machine for this. This guy does, like, nothing. I assumed we would have more needs for him, but I guess not. So maybe we should do it to this guy as well. Just cause. I think we'll just need another chest and another conveyor, and then we can do it all. So let's get the components for that. Missing a tin wire. I thought we knew how to make tin wires. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't do tin wires yet. So let's come over here. This is the wire mill guy? Yeah. So let's throw a crafting card in there. Oh no, that's interesting. That is interesting. Huh. I can't program. Can I? Yes, but how do I, like, edit you? Open config, pick upgrade from slot 1. Ooh, middle clicking does a thing. Pick upgrade from slot 1. Pick upgrade from slot 2. I don't know what that means. Oh, well that's neat. So middle clicking is how you do something with him. Or right click opens up the config, but middle click does something, pick upgrade from slot 1. I don't know what that means. But right clicking him allows you to specify. Okay, cool. Tin cables, or tin wires, we get 2 of them, right? As the output for a tin ingot. Tin ingot. And then you should be cool to give me what I want. Do the thing, wire mill. Did you see how I routed the pipes behind, by the way? How cool is that, huh? Dyer being fancy. Making nice looking things. And then you can have that guy, and then we will want another chest of this category. And tilde that. And here's the thing we're going to need to do is wood. Wood is going to be a thing really soon for us. Like, how am I going to deal with wood? Nom nom nom. What I think my wood solution is going to be will be to have some kind of machines outside here that feed off this wood. So look, I've already got 7 stacks of charcoal, by the way, which is cool because we added that 4th coke oven, right? So what I'm thinking I might do is eat that wood into probably the cutting machine, because that's how you get wood effectively, and that'll help. But I think that's going to be another project for another future day. So you, sir, have lots of things, right? So that's cool. Let's put away some junk at the moment, just because I'm full on junk at this point. Just want to make sure we've got enough inventory space. What can I do with this oak bark, by the way? Make torches and that's it? Sounds like something we're going to be voiding in the future. So we're going to do this again. We're going to remove you. It's going to give me all those things. We're going to remove you. We're going to connect this dude. We're going to right click with that. And if we right click again, notice how it opens the UI. So that tells me we did it correctly. You're going to go here. We're going to screwdriver the top of the machine, mode import. And then we're going to have a satellite, a result, and a crafting manager. Okay, so satellite, result, crafting manager. And you're going to go all in here. Cool. Yeah, I would have expected more out of you, but maybe not. And then the unrouted can go here to bring everybody back online and connected. Cool. And then you're going to be vendor 01, save. Vendor 01 save, and then the crafting manager will be specify vendor 01 select, vendor 01 select, and that makes the vendors no longer have problems, right? And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that, and we'll keep an eye on things. And if we run into problems again in the future, like I said, we'll deal with it. But for now, I think that's a good solution, at least better than what we had before. And I really like the crafting managers, because it means we can put 27 crafting recipes in these things. Not to mention, if we wanted, this crafting manager relates to this pipe and this pipe. So I don't know that it would be a good idea to have more than 27 recipes per machine, but we could easily have another crafting manager with another 27 slots that point to the same satellite ID and the same processing ID, right? Result pipe. So I'm just saying that you could pretty much have as many crafting manager pipes as you want, because they're separate from you don't need them, they don't even need to be where they are, right? That crafting manager pipe could be over here for all it matters, right? It doesn't matter. That crafting manager pipe doesn't matter where it is, because it's just talking to the satellite and the result pipe. I put it there only to make it more obvious which one is which, right? So that we can say, yeah, this crafting manager associates with this machine. But technically that's not necessary. And also technically, I think this is like your default satellite pipe, but I think you can have other satellite pipes. Like, I think. I'm not sure how, but probably. I'm not entirely sure. Probably some kind of upgrade that we could apply. But that's all cool. All right, guys, so I'm going to call that wrapping up point for the episode because I think that's pretty good. So we've rearranged how our crafting management happens, and I think that that's going to work really well in the long run. A, because we can have more crafting recipes per machine, and B, it solves kind of a gumming up problem that we were already running into, and we've barely scratched the surface of automating all of Greg Tech, right? There's a lot more automation that has to happen. So I think next episode we'll come back. I might look into... I haven't decided if I want this to happen now or later, but at some point I'm probably going to want to do something where I'll have the cutting machine here. It needs water, right? But I think that's probably your best way to get planks, at least at our current phase. Like, we can't automate this, we're not going to automate that. Chiseling, no. Cutting saw or water powered saw. Like, water powered saw is cool, maybe. Like, the nice thing about that is it happens immediately and we don't need actual power. So I could look into automating that, right? I guess technically you could say that's automatable. We would just need to pick up the items, right? Which we could use the vacuumator or something like that. And then we could, yeah, that might be the way to go rather than doing the power. Like, because this thing requires RF or EU, right? And that's also, it's a two-step process. Like, first you have to debark the wood and then you have to cut it and you get 6. Or I could use my water-powered saw. I might look into doing that between episodes. Just to get him going. That might be super cool. And give me a hopper. And, oh man, I love auto crafting already. It's so great. And then we want the vacuumulator or something. Wasn't that like a thing that we can do? That don't look so bad, right? We just need redstone servos and 2 iron gears, which I haven't gotten around to properly automating yet. Iron ring. Iron rod. Yeah, we can pull this off. All right. That might be a thing that we're going to do. So then you and you. I'm very used to clicking over there. And I'm learning that you can't click here because that does that, right? Like in Applied Logistics, you click over there, and that's just muscle memory. I'm just used to clicking, right? I want this hopper for something else, right? So I need 2 iron gears. I should look into a better approach to iron gears, because I think my iron gear approach right now is expensive, right? Like right now I'm doing... So we could fluid solidify. We would need another fluid solidifier and fluid extractor combination. The alloy smelter uses 8, this uses 4. And then the extruder also uses 4, but this is MV power, which we don't have yet, right? We don't have access to MV. So if we wanted to do it 4 ingots at a time, we'd have to do the fluid solidifier method, which, yes, we have a fluid solidifier combination down here, right? We've got extractor and solidifier, but he's got the mold for balls in there. We'd have to replace this or have a second setup of extractor solidifier, which is doable. Don't get me wrong, totally doable, right? But I think, just FYI, that's if we want to automate that. I mean, I do have this. This is a chemical reactor solidifier, right? I don't think we have another extractor. I could manually do the extractor bits. That could work. That could work. Could I make an extractor? LV? Basic fluid extractor, basic extractor. It's the extractor that we want, right? Not fluid extractor. So if I want gears, iron, right, not that, this is going to be fluid extractor. So basic fluid extractor, not basic extractor. Basic fluid extractor. This is the one we want. Yeah, we just need a small steel gear for some reason. Why do we need that? That might be why. Did I teach you how to make pistons already? I guess I did. Small steel gear, huh? Is there a neat way to do that? That's a small gear recipe, so automating that is going to be equally as hard. That extruder is also MV. Though we could forge hammer it, steel plate to small steel gear. I like that plan. Hold on, forge hammer it. Because we have a forge hammer down here. Right? We can put a crafting card in. Wasn't I wrapping up this episode a million years ago? Steel plate. Steel gear. Small steel gear. Aha! Look at all the things we're crafting. Look at it go. Woo! All the things. Alright, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. And all the things. Lots to do, right? We're very well established, I think, in the LV tier of things. We might have a few more tweaks to do, but I definitely think it's time to branch into MV. So, like, let's look at the blast furnace and how to get into that direction. All right, Devil20 sign off. Hope you guys are enjoying the series because I'm really having a lot of fun with it. And obviously, there's a lot more to do with magic stuff. We should do more Astral, Thaumcraft, and Botania, of course. And I'm sure that there will come a point where we need to progress, and it's going to make us do some of those things. So, having fun with this pack so far. Hope you guys are too. For now, take it easy.